hero's welcome in Rome after a bumpy week in Westminster. Greeting his close ally, the Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, this trip saw Rishi Sunak meet with her and the leader of Albania to discuss combating illegal migration.
Welcome, Rishi.
Boat crossings were also the focus for a speech at a right-wing conference in the Italian capital, the British Prime Minister adopting a noticeably spikier tone.
If we do not tackle this problem, the numbers will only grow. It will overwhelm our countries and our capacity to help those who actually need our help the most. It will destroy the public's faith, not just in us as politicians, but in our very systems of government. If that requires us to update our laws and lead an international conversation to amend post-war frameworks around asylum, then we must do that.
That's similar language to that of Suella Braverman, who also spoke of reforming international law on her own overseas visit in September. It's a point noted by allies of the former Home Secretary and welcomed by those who want the Prime Minister to go further on migration.
These treaties are from a different age, from the 1950s. And today we have, potentially hundreds of millions of people in poorer and more chaotic parts of the world who'd have a well-founded asylum claim in many of our countries. And we need to find a new way to deal with this.
Despite comfortably seeing off a rebellion here over his Rwanda asylum laws this week, Rishi Sunak is still facing calls from some backbenchers to take a tougher approach to illegal migration. His language in Rome will appeal to these MPs, but there is a risk that if he goes too far, he may lose support from the other wing of his party. And he has a similar balancing act with voters. Tory constituencies like this one in Surrey are being targeted by the Lib Dems, with some put off by the government's policies on migration.
The cost of living is a far bigger issue. Yes, we've got to stop the boats, but I'm very anti the Rwandan policy. I think that's wrong. We're a compassionate country and there must be better ways of working with our partners in Europe.
I don't really know what the answer is, but I don't think what they're doing is right.
I don't think sending people to Rwanda is the right decision.
The right answer.
Leaders with similar challenges on migration, allegiances cemented abroad for a Prime Minister in need of friends back home. Rob Powell, Sky News in Westminster.